Why does the concept of ownership hold such a significant place in our lives? This is a question that invites us to delve into the intricate labyrinth of human history and psychology. The desire to own things is as old as humanity itself. From the moment our ancient ancestors claimed their first piece of territory, ownership has been a cornerstone of our existence. It's deeply rooted in our psyche, symbolizing power, control, and security. When we own something, we feel a sense of accomplishment. It's as if we've tamed a wild beast or scaled a towering mountain. We feel empowered. But like every coin, ownership too has its flip side. It's not just about acquiring things, but also about maintaining them. And that's where it starts to get tricky. The more we own, the more we have to worry about. There's the constant stress of upkeep, the fear of loss, and the anxiety of damage or depreciation. Each item we own becomes another responsibility, another tie that binds us. And then there's the clutter. Oh, the clutter! Those piles of things we thought we needed, but now lie forgotten in corners, collecting dust. They become physical manifestations of our excesses, our impulsive buying decisions, and our inability to let go. They create a visual and mental chaos that can be overwhelming. But the paradox of ownership doesn't stop there. Even when we have everything we thought we wanted, there's often a nagging sense of dissatisfaction. We start to wonder if there's something more, something better out there. The cycle of desire, acquisition, and eventual disenchantment continues, leaving us perpetually unsatisfied. So, here's a thought to chew on. What if the answer to these problems isn't owning more, but owning less? What if the key to happiness and peace of mind lies not in accumulation, but in reduction? What if by shedding the excess, we could actually gain more? But what if owning less could actually lead to more freedom, more happiness, more peace of mind? Imagine a life with less stuff, less clutter, less stress, less debt. Now, imagine that this life isn't just a far-off dream, but a reality that many people have chosen to embrace. Welcome to the world of minimalism, a lifestyle that champions the virtues of owning less and experiencing more. In the grand theater of life, minimalists are the ones who've traded the gaudy costumes and props for simple yet meaningful roles. They've stripped away the excess, the distractions, the noise, to reveal a life that's simpler, clearer, and more fulfilling. The benefits of this lifestyle are manifold. Owning fewer things translates to less time spent on cleaning, maintaining, and organizing. It means less stress about debt and less worry about keeping up with the relentless pace of consumer culture. But perhaps most importantly, it gives you more time, more energy, more freedom for the things that truly matter. Let's meet some of these minimalists. There's Sarah, a graphic designer from San Francisco, who swapped her crowded apartment for a tiny home. With less space to fill, she found herself buying fewer things and spending less time cleaning. This newfound freedom allowed her to pursue her passion for painting, something she had always put off due to lack of time. Then there's Mark, a father of two from Boston. He decided to declutter his home and in the process found that he had less stress about finances and more time to spend with his children. Minimalism, for Mark, was a way to prioritize his family and take control of his life. These stories aren't unique. They're the stories of countless individuals who found that owning less brings them closer to a life of fulfillment and purpose. They've discovered that the most valuable things in life aren't things at all. Owning less isn't about deprivation, it's about removing the excess to make room for what's truly important. So as we continue our exploration of minimalism, remember that the goal isn't to live with as little as possible. It's to make room for what truly brings joy and meaning to your life. Now think about the constant pursuit of more. More things, more money, more status. This is the rhythm of our modern world, the soundtrack to our lives. We're constantly bombarded with messages pushing us to acquire more, to upgrade, to expand. But have you ever stopped and questioned the cost of this relentless pursuit? Let's delve into the downsides of the consumerist lifestyle. It's a race with no finish line, a game with no winners. We constantly strive for the next big thing, the latest gadget, the hottest trend. But in this endless chase, are we truly satisfied? The sad reality is that the pursuit of more often leads to a sense of dissatisfaction. There's always another level to reach, another product to buy, another goal to achieve. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it's never enough. This relentless pursuit can also lead to immense stress. We work longer hours to afford the things we're told we need. We're constantly comparing ourselves to others, keeping up with the Joneses, and this can create a pressure cooker of anxiety and unease. We're so busy striving for more that we forget to enjoy what we have. Now let's take a moment and share some stories of people who have fallen into the trap of consumerism. There's the successful executive who worked 80 hours a week to afford his luxury lifestyle but was too exhausted to enjoy it. The young couple who went into debt to keep up with the latest trends, only to realize they were living beyond their means. The single parent who bought toys and gadgets to make up for the time they couldn't spend with their child, only to realize that their child just wanted their presents, not presents. These stories highlight the harsh truth. The pursuit of more often leads to less. Less time for the things that truly matter, like family, friends, and personal growth. Less freedom, as we become slaves to our desires and debts. And ultimately less happiness, because true contentment isn't found in the things we own, but in the experiences we share and the relationships we nurture. The pursuit of more often leads to less. Less time, less freedom, less happiness. So, how do these two lifestyles compare? Let's delve into the nitty-gritty of the minimalist lifestyle and the consumerist lifestyle. To start off, let's talk about time. In a consumerist lifestyle, a considerable portion of your hours, days, and years may be spent on acquiring and maintaining possessions. On the other hand, a minimalist lifestyle allows you to reclaim that time, enabling you to focus on what truly matters in your life, be it family, hobbies, or personal growth. Next, we have freedom. The consumerist lifestyle may seem to offer a sense of freedom, with the ability to purchase and own whatever you desire. But is it really freedom when you're constantly tied down by the upkeep of your possessions? The minimalist lifestyle, in contrast, provides genuine freedom. Freedom from clutter, freedom from debt, and, most importantly, freedom to make choices that aren't dictated by material possessions. Let's move on to stress. It's no secret that the consumerist lifestyle can be a breeding ground for stress. The constant desire for more, the never-ending cycle of working to buy and buying to work, can be downright exhausting. The minimalist lifestyle, however, offers a sanctuary from this stress. By focusing on the essentials, you reduce the clutter, both physical and mental, and in turn, reduce the stress. And then there's happiness. The consumerist lifestyle often ties happiness to material possessions. The more you have, the happier you should be, right? But we all know that's not quite how it works. The minimalist lifestyle, on the other hand, roots happiness in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. It's about finding joy in the simple things, the things that truly matter. Finally, let's touch on the differing values and priorities. The consumerist lifestyle values ownership and acquisition, while the minimalist lifestyle values simplicity and intentionality. The priorities in a consumerist lifestyle revolve around material possessions, while in a minimalist lifestyle, the priorities revolve around personal fulfillment and meaningful relationships. The choice between owning less and striving for more is ultimately a choice about what kind of life we want to live. So what can we take away from this comparison? Well, we've delved into some pretty interesting concepts today. We've looked at the paradox of ownership and how it can sometimes make us feel weighed down rather than liberated. We've explored the lifestyles of minimalists who choose to own less, not as a sacrifice, but as a choice to prioritize what truly matters to them. We've also examined the constant pursuit of more, the relentless cycle of acquiring, discarding, and acquiring again. This cycle not only drains our wallets, but also our time, energy, and happiness. It's a treadmill that speeds up the more we try to keep pace. In comparing these two ways of life, it's clear that owning less has its benefits. It's not about deprivation, but about liberation. Liberation from the stress and clutter that comes with owning too much. Liberation to pursue the things that truly bring joy and meaning to our lives. On the other hand, the constant pursuit of more often leaves us feeling empty. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much we pour in, it's never enough. We're left chasing after the next big thing, never truly satisfied. So, what does this mean for you? Well, that's a question only you can answer. How does your lifestyle align with your values? Are you caught up in the pursuit of more, or are you making conscious choices about what to bring into your life? Are you owning your possessions, or are they owning you? It's worth taking some time to reflect upon these questions, to consider what you truly value in life and whether your lifestyle supports these values. Maybe you'll discover that owning less isn't about sacrifice, but about making space. Space for experiences, relationships, and passions. Space for what truly matters. Remember, the goal isn't to own less for the sake of owning less, but to make room for what truly matters in life.